Hey everyone, welcome to another book review. I know this is kind of out of the norm as I usually focus on left-hand path type of books, but I did mention this in a video that I was probably going to do a review on this Divine Doppelgängers. And since it's very similar to this one, I'm going to go ahead and talk about them both. Now you're probably wondering why this is important. First of all, I got this book because this has a lot to do with Chemosh. Chemosh is a Canaanite form of Lucifer that is very similar to Chemosh, the sun god, and the lord that was responsible for King Hammurabi's law in ancient Samaria. So by the time the Moabite people were worshiping him, he became known as Chemosh. Those of you who are familiar with the Bible know that the Israelites lost a battle with King Misha because his god Chemosh decided to liberate the people, and it says in Kings 2 that he had sacrificed his only son, and the Israelites made a retreat. So, and victory went to the Moabites. Now, the Misha Stele says something different. The Misha Stone, which has his own writing on it, says more like it was more like a massacre where several people died. He basically raised a village with fire and made a holy band. So it goes into more detail that the Bible does not go into. Having said that, I do work a lot with Lucifer's Canaanite forms. So these books actually very much appeal to me. As you can see, that's a common image of Chemosh, also attributed to Moloch. Melech or Malcolm was a term for king or lord, similar to Baal. So basically this is biblical history concerning various authors writing essays about the lookalikes of Yahweh. Chemosh is very similar to Yahweh, so that's why this book kind of focuses on Chemosh. So, it doesn't really have a lot of illustrations, but it shows something that's like bull worship, you know, the worship of bulls, and horses were very common. Get away from that. Cat's attacking my water. So they do a pretty good job with, there's something about how, I thought this was interesting, how God, terminology of God is also very feminine, such as references to breastfeeding. So if you're into the Old Testament, this book is actually pretty good. So Obviously, not all of my viewers are probably going to be into this, but yeah, we should definitely study Chemosh more. I know that when I work with Chemosh, I get very fast results. Things kind of start happening pretty fast. So, I was tempted to talk about the Michael Ford book, Dragon of the Two Flames. That is my favorite Michael Ford book. I'm not a big fan of Michael Ford, but I highly recommend that book. I'm going to talk about that in a separate video, though. Probably. I just decided to kind of keep it with these. This one's kind of another book that compares him with Baal, and there's a chapter about Molech, Yahweh, and the underworld deities. This book is very pricey. I believe it's out of print. So, when I got it, I think it was $70 that I paid for it. It's well worth it. It doesn't really go into Chemosh, but, yeah, so, Yahweh and the underworld deities. So, it compares him with Mot, the god of death, Molech, Bashev, a few other things. Yahweh and the goddess Astarte and Annette, the Queen of Heaven, Yahweh's appropriation to Baal imagery, Yahweh versus Baal, Yahweh and Asherah, Yahweh and El. So Yahweh and El are actually the same deities. He was originally known as El. But, yeah, kind of, they're both pretty good books. So, yeah. I would say this one's going to be the cheaper because this one's available on Amazon. This one I believe is too, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. It just really depends. You know, if you're into studying the Old Testament, if you're into studying various deities from that period, they're definitely good books. I do highly recommend them. So, yes. Anyway, if you did like this video, hit like and subscribe. Thank you.